all of us here to unmute ourselves. Please unmute. And please answer this. Happy morning, everyone.
Happy
Happy
morning!
morning.
Good morning. So for the first timers here, maybe you're quite confused. Why is it called Happy Morning? In Southeast Asia, this is already so late in the evening, right? Well, because we would like to keep our spirit high, just like a morning spirit. So because we would like to go through this meeting with a very highly spirited way. I don't know how to say it. Okay, but then again, we would like to do this in a fun way. So welcome to everyone here for all the Toastmasters and also for the esteemed guests. So uh, a bit introduction about SCBD Toastmasters. We are part of the Toastmasters International, which is a worldwide community that has been in existence in the world since 1924. So it has been 97. It is a 97 years old community, and we are present in 143 countries. So if you would like to visit another another Toastmaster club in maybe in your city or maybe in New York, in Moscow, in Singapore, everywhere, you can almost always find a Toastmaster club in that city. So what is the benefit of joining a Toastmaster club? If you are joining a meeting of Toastmaster club, then you can enhance your skill in public speaking. Just like myself here, I'm currently still learning on how to make myself be a better public speaker. And for all of you guys, for all the first timers, for all the long time members of Toastmasters, you can always still continue your development in SCBD Toastmasters and in all Toastmasters Club. So because guests can also join the Toastmasters meeting, what is actually the benefit of becoming a member then? So by becoming a member, you can get this. Have you seen the screen that I share?
Yes.
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Melanie. So as a member of Toastmasters International, you can get a pathway. So what is the pathway? The pathway is a curriculum of education for all of the members of Toastmasters. So for example, you would like to enhance your public speaking skill in persuading others, then you can take the persuasive influence. And after that, maybe you think that, oh, I'm already persuasive enough. Then I would like to make myself be more humorous. So you can take the engaging humor pathway. All of these 11 pathways are for you to take. Okay, so um, as a member of Toastmasters, you can enhance your skill in all 11 pathways of Toastmasters. So if you would like to know more about Toastmasters and about pathway, you can always come to SCBD Toastmasters, just like what we are doing right now. You can come to our weekly meeting on every Friday at 7 p.m. Jakarta time. And yeah, and a bit introduction about SCBD Toastmasters, that our mission our mission is to work systematically to prove that you are wrong. What do we mean by this? We mean that we do things using or predetermined procedure, so that all of the members can know what they can get. They can get the expectation that they already have. And to prove that you are wrong, that maybe you think that, oh, I'm not good enough. No, you are wrong. You can be good enough. You can be way better. And if you think that, oh, I'm already good enough, I'm already a great public speaker, no, you can always still be even better than what you are currently be. And our tagline is that you are almost. So you are almost there. You are almost to achieve your goal of becoming a great public speaker by joining SCBD Toastmasters. That's the introduction about SCBD Toastmasters. And because I don't have my power bank, so with the sound of my iPhone, I will open the meeting tonight. That's the sound, and I give the control to the Toastmaster of the meeting, Toastmaster Dentia.
Thank you, Mr. President, and happy morning, everyone. Happy morning,
Happy
Toastmaster
Morning.
morning.
Angela.
Oh, it's so nice to be here every Friday night, right? To see all of your face and smiles on your face also. So, tonight we have an interesting theme. We will discuss more about hobby. The theme is a hobby a day keeps adult drums away. Ooh. I wonder, maybe you can type on the chat box. What is your hobby? Anyone wants to share? Just type quickly on the chat, then I will get back to you later. Meantime, I found this interesting video in YouTube, and I want to share with all of you. Can you see my screen?
Yes, I but no video.
Hold on. Let me share it again. Okay. Can you see my screen now?
Yes.
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 All right. So let's see together. All right. So what do you think? Is it true that hobby can actually lift up our personal and can make us feel better about ourselves? I guess it's true. Yes, correct. This was Andy. So for that, we will discuss more about our hobby later on. The first, let me just go to the word of the day because we have a theme which is about the hobby. So our word of the day is pastime. Pastime is an activity that someone does regularly for enjoyment rather than work. It is a hobby. So hobby we become enjoyable because we are willingly doing it. It's not because anyone told us to do, right? A hobby is something that we always cherish and enjoy. So the example of using this noun is like this. His favorite pastime were shooting and golf. All right. So I encourage everyone to use this word of the day anytime during the meeting or whenever you are speaking. Our grammarian later will also note down. So tonight I will not be alone, of course. I will be accompanied. Oh, before that, let me go through the agenda first. We have three sessions in this meeting. The first is the prepared speech session. This is available only for the members. So all the members who's joining Toastmaster, as Toastmaster Galvin said, they will be given certain pathways and certain curriculum. So in this prepared speech session, they can deliver their speech and they can do their project. So it's normally 5 to 7 minutes time, but today we have a special session. There will be speakers who will be speaking longer than 5 to 7 minutes. And next we do have table topic session, which is available for guests and members. So this is the time for you guests and visiting Toastmaster to participate in the table topic session. The details of this session will be explained later on by our table topic master. Last but not least is the evaluation sessions. This is where all the prepared speech speakers be evaluated by their individual evaluators. All right. So this is seems to be a long and very complex meeting. That in that case, I won't be alone. Of course, there will be someone who accompany me, which is evaluation team, and this evaluation team will be led by someone who is bubbly. I know she loves sate ayam so much without peanut sauce, of course. And she is Toastmaster Melanie. Toastmaster Melanie, can you help me to introduce your team and your role? The
So the
screen is
next
yours.
so the next time that you introduce me and Garda with the satay ayam, I'm expecting satay ayam here in the Para Park. Hello everyone, happy morning. I am Melanie and I am your general evaluator for tonight. And I see that beautiful smiles of yours. So hopefully tomorrow I'll get the satay ayam. It's Saturday, guys. Wait first. Yes. For every Toastmasters meeting has a general evaluator. For the same reason, every school year ends with a report card, or every company has a year-end appraisal. As a general evaluator, my role is to evaluate the entire meeting today and give a comprehensive report on what went good, what did not, and how can be improved. Assisting me in this role is my tag team, where T stands for timer, A for AWOD counter, and G for grammarian. So to introduce their roles, let us welcome them. First, our timer for tonight. He will be taking his first role as a Toastmaster. Let us all welcome Toastmaster Raki. The virtual stage is yours.
All right, thank you, GE. My fellow Toastmasters and guests, my name is Raki, and tonight I will be the timer. I will time the prepared speech, table topic speakers, as well as the evaluations. I will also alert each speaker of the time they have left using the green, yellow, and then red background, which denote specific times remaining in order to be eligible for voting. Speakers need to finish the speech within the time allocation. Icebreaker speeches should be around 4 until 6 minutes in length. At 4 minutes, I will change my background into green. At 5 minutes, the background will change to yellow, and then at 6 minutes, it will change to be red. Meanwhile, the prepared speech should be 5 until 7 minutes in length. At 5 minutes, I will change my background into green, and then 6 minutes, the background will change to be yellow, and then at 7 minutes, it will change to red. Able topic speakers should limit their remarks to no more than 2 minutes. At 1 minute, I will change my background into green. At 1 minute and 30 seconds, the background will change to yellow. At 2 minutes, it will change to red. At this point, speakers need at this point, speakers need to wrap up their speeches in less than 30 seconds. The individual evaluation should be between 2 and 3 minutes. At 2 minutes, I will change my background to be green. At 2 minutes and 30 seconds, it will change to be yellow. And then at 3 minutes, it will be changed by red. And the speakers need to wrap up their speech in less than 30 seconds. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Raki. That's very clear. And I hope that you listen to Toastmaster Raki, especially for those who wants to be eligible to be voted later at the end of each session. So for all the speakers, please pin Toastmaster Raki's video later. So our next role taker is the AWOD counter. Let us all welcome Toastmaster TS.
Thank you, GE. Hello, my fellow Toastmasters and guests. My name is Tias, and I will be the AWD counter tonight. My responsibility is to note words and sounds that are used as a pause filler by anyone who speaks. During the meeting, I will listen for overused words, including and, well, but, so, and you know. I will also listen for filler sounds, including and I will also note when a speaker repeats a word or phrase such as I, or this means. Another thing, that I note is the word of the day, which is pastime. Please use it as many as you can during your speech. At the end of the meeting, I will report the number of times that each speaker used this expression. Thank you. Back to you, GE.
Thank you, Toastmaster Tia. So let's proceed now to our grammarian, Toastmaster Uyun. The virtual stage is yours.
Thank you, GE Melanie. Happy morning, everyone. So, my name is Uyun, and my role for tonight is being the grammarian. So, I will not be a grammar Nazi, the strict one. Rather, I'll be like the friendly grammarian friend. So, I'll attentively listen to your grammatical usage. Then, by the end of this meeting, I will give some feedbacks how to improve that. And I'll also listen to your good use of phrases or quotes. And yeah, I'll also share that by the end of this meeting. So, oh yeah, our WOD will be pastime. If you can make a good work from it, I'll note down as well. Thank you. Back to you, GE Melanie.
Thank you, Toastmaster Uyun. It is indeed a good venue for us to learn how to use English language properly and to be inspired of the quotations from our speakers. Being a Toastmaster, it becomes also my pastime to count the number of us and the number of times people commit some mistakes in their, well, some other people, because I cannot correct myself with their the use of the English grammar. Thank you for that, Toastmaster Oyun. To spice and make things more exciting, part of our team is the ballot counter. So to introduce her role, let us all welcome Toastmaster Nafla.
Thank you, GE. So happy morning, everyone. My name is Nafla, and tonight I'll be the ballot counter. As a ballot counter, I will create polls during the meeting, and I will use easy polls link on chat. I'll provide later. And during each ballot cast, you're going to vote for the best prepared speakers, best table topic, and best evaluators. So till we meet again. Back to GE.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nafla. So please exercise your right to vote by casting your votes later once Toastmaster Nafla shared with us the link. So later on, also in our evaluation session, we will be having the speech evaluators. We have 4 speech evaluators today: Toastmaster Arcita, Toastmaster Dantia, Toastmaster Bon, and Toastmaster Ayala. They will be introducing the projects later on as well. So we will be delivering our reports during the evaluation session. So hopefully have fun learning, everyone. And please turn on your video camera so that we can see you. Back to our Toastmaster of the meeting, Toastmaster Dantia.
Yay, thank you, Toastmaster Melanie. I will send Sate Ayam to your place.
Aw,
Maybe
sweet.
next week.
Aw, sweet.
Okay, so that being said, I think Toastmaster is also one of my pastime activities nowadays. Yeah. You can go around, clubbing around from one country to another. It's a good activity to do. Now, I see so many answers from you about your hobby. Someone loves to eat, like Toastmaster Uyun and Raj. Someone loves traveling, like Garda and Melanie. Toastmaster Galvin loves to sleep, lying on the bed. Who loves to cook also, Tias and Wira. But that someone got me interested. Toastmaster Dwi, strolling around. Where do you stroll around normally? Can you answer
Of
in a brief
course,
question?
yeah, of
Answer?
course. When I go out for grocery shopping.
Okay, grocery shopping. So it's
Yes.
does that activity helps you giving you more relaxed ambience or relaxed vibes?
It wipes away the tension of everything.
Oh, wow. Yeah. So I guess it is true that hobby can make your day or your life become more interesting, right? And also to make our meeting more interesting, I have 3 prepared speakers here today, which is ready to deliver their speech. I think we can first go to our first speaker. This is our president, as well as someone who loves investing in money. I think he wants to be rich one day with having $3 billion in his bank account. But I will not be the one who introduce his project. I will call upon his evaluator, which is a young doctor who loves arm wrestling and also swimming. Toastmaster Archita, can you please introduce the speaker? The screen is yours.
Thank you so much, TM Dentia. Why you still remember my hobby as an arm wrestler? Okay, so tonight we are going to hear a very interesting speech because our president uh, and he's famous for his expertise in money to give our his presentations about percentage. So without further ado, please welcome our Toastmaster TM Galvin with percentage. TM Galvin, the time is yours.
Percentage. So I'm a math guy. I can say that I'm a math guy. I love statistics. I love numbers. And we can see that here, we can see the number of 99.78% and 0.22%. What is this numbers? What is this percentage? Is this 99.78% is the discount that we will get in the next National Online Shopping Day? Unfortunately, no. Unfortunately, this is just a statistic of my past time in January 2021. So, my past time back then was preparing the SCBD Club contest, which we already had on 30 January 2021. And we had wonderful contestants, we had wonderful winners who compete in the area contest. I really enjoyed the contest. I really enjoyed the speech of the contestants. But what is this percentage actually? So this percentage is the 99.78% is the preparation time of the contest, while the 0.22% is the time of the contest itself. Previously, I shared you this plan, whereby this is the plan that I wish would come true. It did came true with just a slight adjustment of how I prepared the contest of our club. And this is the adjustment. So we start. I was appointed as the contest chair back on 23rd December 2020. And our contest was going to be held on 30 January 2021. So I had a solid 39 days to prepare. Long time, right? And it was back in December. So in December we do not want to work because we have the holiday time and everything. So what I do as the first step of becoming a contest chair is that I procrastinate. I procrastinate. You know how long? I procrastinate for a solid 17 days. Yeah, 17 days. So I wasted 17 days of just procrastinated, which I wasted 44% of preparation time in that. Back then, I was still thinking, oh yeah, I still had a long time to prepare all of this. I can still prepare everything within 22 days. I have great team. I will have great team. I believe so. So the days remaining are only 22. And then the first work that I do is appointing contest officials. Out of the 15 that I invited to become a contest officials, 10 agree and 5 decline. So actually I got quite a high success rate, 67%. It's good. And I did that on 9th January 2021 until 23rd January 2021. So it was progressing well. But then again came the stumbling block. Why? Because appointing contest officials are quite easy actually. But there is one contest official that is quite hard to be found. Who is it? It is the chief judge. By 18 January 2021, there have been no chief judge yet. So I wasted 56% of preparation time not searching for the most difficult official to be found, which is the chief judge. So back on 13 until 18 January 2021, I was panicking. That's the only thing that I can do. I was trying to contact many people, many esteemed senior Toastmaster members, hoping them that they can be a chief judge in our contest. The days remaining, only 17. It is getting real close. And this is one of the most dispiriting statistic. Why? Because out of the 5 persons that I invite to be chief judge, four rejects, because being a chief judge requires a lot of commitment. They need to invite other judges. They need to arrange the meeting with the judges. They need to spare their time for quite a long time. And then, luckily, on 18 January 2021, I got one person to be the chief judge. So it was a real lucky that I get the chief judge. And the chosen ones, the contest officials and also the chief judge, are these great people. The chief judge is Toastmaster Sugiatma Bahtiar, and also and the remaining contest officials. You can see that many contest officials are also joining here in our Toastmasters meeting, and I really applaud you for doing great job back in the contest preparation and also back in the contest back in the D-Day as well. Congratulations to all of you. So if I already got the full team of the officials, then it should be easy, right? I can do the dry runs, which we did 2 times to make sure that we can cover all kind of things that may happen in the contest. And the last thing to do is the contest itself. The contest is the defining 0.22%. Why? Because it is only 2.5 hours of 912 hours of preparation from 23 December 2020 until 30 January 2021. And this moment is also the moment that we chatted the most. Why? Because out of the 286 chats that we did in the group, 125 or 44% were within this 2.5 hours. So it really reflects that. And at the D-Day, we will do a lot of aligning. We will do a lot of liaising with other contest officials to make sure that things can run smoothly. And everything was going great for 90% of the contest. Why? Because in the last 15 minutes, 10%, I forgot the documentation. I forgot to screen capture the winners of our SCBD Toastmasters contest. So, what I would like to share, I would like to share in this speech. Instead of just reporting that this is what I did in the contest, this is what I do in the preparation, and this is also what we achieved in the contest as well, I would like you to always be reminded in all kind of project management, always be reminded that to remember the Murphy's Law. The Murphy's Law said anything that can go wrong will go wrong. So that is the importance of preparation. Why? Because more preparation means that you can spot the things that is wrong and you can simply just remove it right away. So if you have available time on your side, just like what I did, utilize it so you can enjoy the short yet defining moment of the contest, of the event that you are longing for. That's all from me. Back to you, Toastmaster Dentia.
Woo! What an inspiring president. I thought it was a typo. It was a clever idea to just stick on the wrong part. Yeah, it's I think we all can agree that doing the contest was not an easy job. So that's therefore you can give your feedback or your gratitude or your thank you note to Toastmaster Galvin directly to his chat box, private chat box. And for all the guests, I remind you to fill the form. I don't know if it's shared already. Fill the guest form so that we can be in touch soon. And yeah, for me personally, thank you, Toastmaster Galvin, for your efforts and your time to manage and organize the contest earlier. And it was a great speech with the great visual and everything. So without further ado, let's just moving on to our next speaker. Our next speaker will be presented by his evaluator, which is myself. Okay, so the second speaker is someone who loves to play piano. Wow, I saw him one day playing, playing something. I think Indomie theme song on his speech. I would love to see him again playing the piano. And tonight, he will deliver his level 4 project 2 about question and answer session. So Toastmaster Andhyka later on will give some speech, and then there will be a question and answer session after the end of the speech. The purpose of this project is for Toastmaster Andhyka to learn about and practice facilitating a question and answer session, and also for Toastmaster Andhyka to practice delivering an informative speech and running a well-organized question and answer session. So without further ado, let us welcome Toastmaster Andhyka, the best version of your career. The best version of your career, Toastmaster Andhyka. The screen is yours.
I hate my job. I hate what I'm doing. And I hate being stuck in my career. My fellow Toastmaster and guest, have you ever heard those words? Have you ever had people around you saying that to you? Or have you ever said those words by yourselves? As an HR professional, I have many people around me complaining about their job, complaining about what they're doing. And I could understand them because I was in their shoes. I remembered when I disliked my job. Every time I woke up in the morning, I thought of my target that day. Every time I had lunch, I thought of how I was going to achieve my target throughout the remainder of the day. And later in the evening, before I went to bed, I always thought why I didn't achieve my target. That thinking cycle was vicious. It got me stressed out. It made me lose my appetite. It brought me sleepless nights. And finally, I got sick. So during my recovery, I convinced myself that, Andhyka, you need to find solution to your problem. We cannot give up to the situation. So I asked myself, where did I start, or where do I start? Oh, let's start with your passion, Andhyka. What is your passion? So after a series of contemplation, I realized that my passion was human resources. But was passion enough though? No, I needed to take a step further. Then I tried to find an open position in the HR department. But I had no HR experience at all. How can I get the job? But then, through my connection, I had my HR colleagues to send me kind of supplemental information about the job. And then I looked up at the job description. And you know what? The first thing that I read is having HR experience for at least 5 years. How could I achieve this? But wait a minute. I couldn't give up. So I scanned the JD or the job desk. And then I found how the job requires skills. So I wanted to know what it takes to perform the role well. And here is the required skills. You can see it ranges from analytical skills up down to reporting. And then I assess myself. Do I have what it takes to do the job? And then this is my observation. Here's the current skills that I had, ranging from analytical skill down to researching. Wait a minute. If you see the list on your left, and then you compare it to the list on your right, you can see the similarities. The similar skills are what we call the transferable skills. These are the skills that we need in multiple roles. Regardless the background, regardless the industry, regardless the company. Then I thought, well, I might have a good chance in getting the job then. So I put my effort crafting my CV and emphasize on those transferable skills. And the interview, I convinced the employers that I have what it takes to do the job by highlighting those transferable skills. I even explained to them my pastimes, which are related to the role. And thanks to God, I got the job. So my fellow Toastmaster and guests, there are plenty ways to navigate our career, but I'm going to offer you 6 essential steps. The first one, we need to understand our passion. During this time, let's be open and let's be brave to state the passion to yourself, because some people are too afraid to talk about their passion to themselves because they can't bear the consequences if they fail. The second step is to list down the required skills of our future role. Here, we can understand what it takes to perform the future roles. And then there's a time to be honest to yourself, assess ourselves, like, do I have that skills, or am I capable of doing the future roles? And then the most important thing is to find the thin red line, which are the transferable skills. Ladies and gentlemen, to find the transferable skills, actually, it started when you go to high school, when you go to university, you have built your skills. So you can leverage the transferable skills to make your CV wow. Wow, wow, wow. And then you can nail the interview by emphasizing your skills. And you can also talk about your pastimes, because, you know, some employees are fun people and they like to discuss about pastimes instead of more serious thing. And then we can close the skill gap. This is also important because nobody's perfect and we are trying to do future roles, so we might not be equipped. But then if we can close the skill gap, we can be capable in doing multiple roles. So ladies and gentlemen, stuck in career actually is our choice if we don't do anything about it. And getting the best version of our career is also our choice. If we put more than 100% of effort in doing it. So ladies and gentlemen, now this is an open session. I would like to invite you to unmute your microphone if you have any question that you would like me to answer or maybe offer suggestion related to career development. Feel free. So who wants to be the first person who would like to ask the question?
Hi, Toastmaster Andhyka, can I?
Okay.
Yes, Toastmaster Garda, go ahead.
Okay, I'm sorry, Toastmaster Uyun. Yeah, so thank you very much for the question, for the opportunity. That was really interesting presentation about finding the soul within our career. My question would be, there are moments when we find ourselves that we want to quit or we want to just end the career that we are currently doing, simply because one or two reasons that might not be able to tell to other people. But at the same time, we can also understand that there's this old proverb say that if we are currently facing a leveraging skills within ourselves or advancing to the next level, that means we are growing up, and that is part of a journey. So my question would be, how can we determine whether or not this is something that we need to adapt, or this is actually something that gives us signal to quit?
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Garda, for your question. I think that is a very valid question. Based on my experience advising people or employees in my company or previous company, there are two reasons actually why they don't like that current job and want to leave the company or pursue another career path. Well, the first one is they have problem with the current environment. So they want to leave that environment, but they don't know what to do in the future. So I think this is one situation that we have to avoid, because we actually don't know the beginning of our limit. My thought is that we need to stretch ourselves, but up to where? That's the only thing that we know. The good signal is, if we think that, okay, I'm fed up with this, so I need to go out and leave the whole thing. But then after a few days, we still remember the good memories of the current job. Maybe we can try harder, or maybe we can try to find another solution, or we can hang out with other people that can support us. So it's not actually leaving the current job is the solution, but then we can go to take an alternative way. But then if we want to leave that current situation, and then after a week, after 2 weeks, we still think that, yes, I'm wasting my time staying here, so you might want to leave. But my message is, if we want to leave the current situation, make sure that we know where we're going. Because if we only leave the problem will haunt you in the future, because basically we don't really answer, or we don't really solve the problem. We just running away. But if we finally said, okay, I want to go to take the new path, and that's what I want to pursue, then go ahead, because we only have 24/7, right? So we have to optimize it to pursue our goal. Does that answer your question?
Thank you, Toastmaster Andhyka. That answers it.
Okay, thank you very much. Now I think it's Toastmaster Oyun's turn. Do you have any question?
Yeah, thank you. So I guess it's continuation from what Toastmaster Garda asked. When we already leave our previous position and then go to the next one, which is a new field for us, but it's still new. We don't really have the required skill for that. How do we develop?
Okay. I think this is also everybody's question, especially when they start the new journey. Thank you very much for your question. So Toastmaster Ayun said, is asking how actually we develop ourselves in the new role. Well, the first thing is be open. Well, sometimes we have this pride of what we have done in the previous situation or the previous company. We have achieved this level, and sometimes it hinders us to learn more, because in the new role, in doing the new role, we need feedback. Definitely we need feedback, we need advices, we need guidance. So if we can lower down our pride, then it will be helpful, and people will be more open to give us feedback. That's the first thing. And the second thing is the time. We need to be ready to spend more time, because we're new. On the learning curve, we're still in the beginning. So then consequently, we need to spend more time. Yes, we will sacrifice family time, we will sacrifice friendship time or our hobby time, but then we want to achieve, right, in the new role. Then that will be the sacrifice. That's what we have to achieve. That's what we have to do. So be open and ready to sacrifice. And the third thing is learn. Unlearn what we know, and then relearn what we need, and learn about new things. So first, be open. Second, ready to sacrifice. And third, learn, unlearn, and relearn. Does that answer your question, Toastmaster Ian?
Totally, thank you.
Thank you very much. By the way, I can't see Toastmaster Raki's screen. I was really hoping that some Toastmaster Raki can.
It's green now.
Oh, it's green now. So I think that's my okay. That's my connection then. Thank you. So anybody else? I think Toastmaster Yala, you would like to ask any question?
I think it's Toastmaster Hanif first before me.
Okay, Toastmaster Hanif, please go ahead.
Okay, hello. Thank you very much for your presentation. So my question is, actually every single choice that we have, every single path has its own difficulties for us who already, swift our path from one into another is facing that difficulties. Do you have any suggestion for us to, keep enriching ourselves in our choice, keep our spirit up, because it's really difficult when we facing difficulties especially for the new path. Okay, that's my question. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Hanif. I would say that is very natural path to take. I mean, doing the new role, we will face problems because we are still not equipped with the current or required skills. So let's hold on to our purpose. What is our purpose doing the new role? Do we still remember that? Is the purpose still the same? If it's not, do you know the new purpose? If it's new purpose, then what have we done to achieve it? So I think we can anchor our situation to our purpose, because that purpose will keep us strong and will motivate us to do more, to learn more, and it will make us survive. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, thank you very much, Toastmaster Andhyka.
All right, thank you very much. Is it yellow now?
Yes, it's yellow.
Okay, then. Oh, well then, unfortunately, Toastmaster Yala, since we have very limited session, I will end my session here, but I will close this session with this quote from Sheryl Sandberg of Facebook. She said that people might be able to handle failure, but most of us can survive from regret. So please do whatever it takes to pursue our goal and to build our best version of career, because you never know when you get it. Back to you, Toastmaster of the meeting.
Wow, very inspiring speech and also a session, question and answers session. I would encourage everyone to give it back to Toastmaster Andhyka privately from the chat box, and also to relate to your speech, Toastmaster Andhyka, or to the topics that you mentioned. I have also a quote: "When passion meets works, works become a hobby." So maybe if you do things that you love, then it won't feel like a job anymore. It will feel like a hobby. And when we do something which is passionate for us, is that the word? I don't know. Okay, when we do something that is willingly to do, then it is a hobby. Okay, thank you for the great session. And we shall continue because our time is very packed today. We have the last speaker for tonight. He is a young doctor as well, who also a professional bathroom singer, if I'm not mistaken. And he will be evaluated by someone from other club, Toastmaster Club, all the way from, where is it? Labuan, yeah? Toastmaster Bonaventure, who also loves podcasting. Toastmaster Boni, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah, you can introduce the speaker and the screen is yours.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster of the evening. My name is Bonaventure and I'm from Toastmasters Club. I'm honored to present to you Dr. Garda. He's a very young man, and with his reflect on your path, that's the end part of the completion of the pathway. Now, it's 10 to 12 minutes with the title, The Silver Lining. And Toastmaster Garda here, the purpose of his speech is for Toastmaster Garda to reflect his growth and share some aspect of his growth during the completion of his path. Stand to minutes, just enjoy yourself, enjoy his speech, relax, and just soak in and treat it as if it's your pastime, listening to Dr. Garda's completion of pathways with the title, The Silver Lining. Back to you, Toastmaster Abdi.
Thank you, Toastmaster Bon, for the introduction. Am I audible and visible?
Yes.
I'm afraid that Toastmaster, the timer screen is not visible, just like the similar concern to what happened to Toastmaster Andy. I will just put the timing for myself then.
Toastmaster Garda, your
Yeah.
internet connection is unstable too. Toastmaster Raki will type it down in the chat box just in case.
Okay, thank you. We can win this battle because every cloud has its silver lining. Do you remember that, my fellow SCBD Toastmasters? That was the first line of my first ever speech in SCBD Toastmasters. That's right, my icebreaker speech. I opened that with that line. My fellow Toastmasters, esteemed guests, ladies and gentlemen, it's been 7 months since I joined SCBD Toastmasters. At first, I don't have any imaginations, nor the expectation of why I joined Toastmasters. Well, other than my friend forced me, quote unquote, to participate in one of Toastmasters meeting, and that was SCBD Toastmasters. How would I understand as a medical doctor? Well, at that time, I still had my shift at the hospital. You know, whenever I came home and I just wanted to, so tired, I just want to go to hit the bed. But guess what? Everything changed swiftly. And I must give my biggest appreciation to Toastmasters Andhyka and Toastmasters Aryo, because these two people were amongst the first people in SCBD Toastmasters who encouraged me to join SCBD Toastmasters. Here I am, one of the members in SCBD Toastmasters. If you ever notice the way I delivered my speech, I remember that I was this low, limited gestures, and always looking at the bottom screen. Because guess what? I had a sneak peek on the monitor down there. Yes, I made the draft, but I didn't even notice that throughout the speech, I read that draft. And I remembered the first 2 or 3 evaluators always gave me notes. Hey, Garda, don't forget to look at the camera. Because I was like, yes, ma'am, I look at the camera. Only lower. But as time went by, I struggled. You know what? I struggled. Yes. Well, not because of Toastmasters. Don't worry. I struggled in my new workplace. I had this work from home setting, and little did I know, this work from home made me and drove me crazy, because I used to be an active person. I used to go out. Until one day, I had to sit down, looking at the screen. I didn't know what to do apart from completing my work. Well, I must thank to Toastmasters for giving me such a remedy and a platform to escape from that daily routine. And boring. Don't tell my HR department. On November and December last year, that was the first time I realized the benefits and the importance in Toastmasters. I started to improvise my speech. I started not to look at the bottom of my screen, but I start to look at the camera. Because at that time, and I believe Toastmaster Uyun, as our Vice President of Education, could also answer this. Why I came to her with so many proposals of my speech delivery. Because I noticed on the projects and what kind of speeches that I need to deliver. Okay, the project is like this. Okay, so can I get a slot, please? Please, 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 please. Well, thank you, our beloved Vice President of Education, whom without you, I would not be finishing my first pathway in Toastmasters today. And the story continued. I didn't have, I didn't have any expectation at all. I started wondering, wow, the club contest was nearby. Okay, maybe I should join, or maybe not. But then I conquered my fear. Then I applied. Well, at that time, I only applied for table topics, actually, until, if I'm not mistaken, the president himself told me that, okay, why don't you just apply to the international speech as well? And voila, I did apply on that. Wow, little did I know, I had to wear a formal suit. I thought that this suit was like kept in my wardrobe for a very long time until I had to, oh, where is it? Oh, here it is. I had to put it on, and I wore it on my club contest. It felt so great, you know, like a businessman. Although I'm not a businessman, I'm myself. But this is this good thing in Toastmasters. I know and I understand what my flaws are, but I believe in the capacity that Toastmasters International has to offer. I turned that flaw into become my strength, and that strength made me who I am today. And the journey continued. Thank you, Toastmasters. Thank you, my beloved SCBD Toastmasters. You are the ones who keeps me sane, happy, and of course, loving myself more. Because other than that, remember the first Garda that you heard during icebreaker speech and during his level 1 projects, so stiff, only look at the camera, slightly lower. The hand gestures didn't float, was limited to this. And even my mentor, Toastmaster Dewey, sent me abundant voice notes and text to give me an improvement and feedback regarding my speech delivery. And I did apply that, any feedback that I received, including drafting my speech, listening to others, applying the negotiation style. And this is the first time that I learned of that topic that I could apply on my workplace, you know. So apparently Toastmasters has abundant materials that eventually we can apply that on ourselves and onto our life. The question is, would we brave enough to handle that fear and conquer the journey? Well, it's all up to us. But right now, after 7 months joining in Toastmasters, and finally, thank you for the support from our education committee, I've started my second pathway, and of course, the journey still continues. But if people would ask, who is Garda Widinuraga? Well, I'm not putting this suit anymore. I'm still Garda, your fellow SCBD Toastmasters. With or without the coat, without the suit, I'm still a regular member of SCBD Toastmasters who strives to be a better person, who strives to be a better speaker. And thank you, my fellow SCBD Toastmasters, whom without you, all this learning process would not exist. And deep down in my heart, I genuinely thankful and feel grateful for it. Ladies and gentlemen, 7 months is the time that I took throughout my journey in Toastmasters. 7 months have made me who I am today. And throughout the journey, I never regret every second of it because I believe as a person, I believe in the power and the spirit of empowerment that Toastmasters International has to offer. And from now, I am still pledging myself to be better and to be as a person. So ladies and gentlemen, my fellow SCBD Toastmasters, you may ask, what will be your first motivation upon joining Toastmasters? But this is my journey, the silver lining of my truly in Toastmasters. And thank you, SCBD Toastmasters. I, Garda Widinraga, your fellow member of SCBD Toastmasters, am pledging myself to love you more. And thank you, Toastmasters International. Back to you, Toastmasters for the meeting.
Woo! Congratulations, Toastmaster Garda, for completing your path. Oh my God, it was such an inspiring and motivational and motivating speech. I was actually looking at Toastmaster Melanie, and I think she was already touched by your by your speech. And I hope that also could be a motivation for all of us to still pursue our pathway, do our project, and also complete our pathway. Yeah. So everyone, I encourage you to give any feedback or any words of anything to Toastmaster Garda through personal chat box. And may I ask for the time report?
Yes. All of the speakers are eligible.
Wow, woo, congratulations. So I can ask ballot counter, Toastmaster Nafla, would you share the
Yes, I will
poll
share it.
for us to vote? Okay.
Wait a minute.
You'll share the link in the chat box, right?
Yes, I will.
Okay. Then meantime, we can move on to the photo session, which will be led by Toastmaster Andhyka. So everyone, can you turn on your video? We'll have our first photo session, if there is any second later. Toastmaster Andhyka, I'll give the control to you.
Yes. Give me 3 seconds. Okay. Now, are you ready? I'm giving you 10 seconds to turn on your video, please. Please cherish this unforgettable moment. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. So we're gonna have 20 poses. No, just 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3. One more. Okay, there you go. Oh, Toastmaster Garda is gone. All right. 1, 2, 3. Thank you, Tom.
Thank you, Toastmaster Andhyka. And I believe this is going to be end of the, or this is the end of the prepared speech session. And I congratulate everyone, Toastmaster Galvin, Toastmaster Andhyka, and Toastmaster Garda for well-delivered speech. And the next session will be the most awaited one, I think, because all the guests and visiting Toastmaster can participate in this session. So for that, I'll give the control to our Madam Vice President of Public Relations, who loves strolling around during grocery shopping, and she is our very own journalist. So Toastmaster Dwi, I give you the time and screen.
Thank you, Toastmaster Dentia. Hello, everyone. Happy morning.
Happy
morning.
Happy morning.
Okay, let's just proceed to table topic session. Give me the voice. Give me the noise. Well,
Kind of noise.
okay, who's ready for this session? So the rules are here. Write down your name, or yeah. Can I just read the chat for if I show the screen?
I can see the screen.
Oh yeah. Can you please read some names?
In the chat?
Yeah.
No, there's no name yet.
Yeah. So this will be 1 until 2 minutes speech. You have only 30 seconds to craft your speech. Just be authentic and use the word of the day, and it's pastime. It's a noun, an activity that is done for enjoyment. So can I call some by now?
Yes. Do you want me to read them?
Oh yeah, sure. Thank you, Toastmaster Melanie.
So far, no one chose 1 and 2, but we have the first volunteer, Toastmaster Shauki, followed by Toastmaster Tikwi and
Road number 3. Oh my god.
No, you can't choose. I choose. So here it is. Can you see my screen?
It's almost dying. Yes.
Signs you feel overwhelmed. Can you spot the signs that you feel overwhelmed, Toastmaster Shauki?
Signs like an actual sign, like in the PowerPoint, right?
No, in your life.
Okay, sign of being overwhelmed. Okay. Thank you so much for the amazing explanation. Okay.
Ready. The time is yours.
Sometimes we take too much that you can chew. Sometimes we thought that we are invincible. We were able to do all of the things that we want and carry all of the burdens in life. But in truth, we cannot actually. This first sign of being overwhelmed started just recently, actually. If you guys see the speech before, one of my signs of being overwhelmed is me having thoughts of suicide. Sometimes you already done your best, you're already trying to achieve your best, but it is not good enough for the world to accept it, or in this case, to them to accept it. Sometimes it's hard to think human has a capacity, human have limits. But recently, I discovered that all of those failures of me trying to do my best, of me trying to impress everyone, and me failing is actually really good because failure increases capacity. Once we're already experienced failure, the things that we need to do is actually learn from it. Believe it or not, the more you fail, the more creative you are. The more you fall, the more you're gonna get up. So people in this room, if you're feeling overwhelmed, if you're tired, or you think that you cannot handle it, It's okay. That's life. But what you need to do is to get back up and try it again until you succeed. Because everybody is destined for greatness in this life. So please try your best and never give up. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shauki. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for showing us your vulnerable side. I guess everyone has their own problems that they don't share and they don't talk about it. But yeah, thank you for sharing. Okay, next up, it's a bit emotional. Next up, I guess I will call Guest Ferdi.
Can I
Hello.
pass? After the next speaker, I will be joining. May I?
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Guest Tasha. Guest Tasha,
Yes.
are you ready?
Wait. Can you see me?
I cannot see you, but everyone can everyone?
We can see your room.
Okay.
We cannot see your face, guest Tasha.
Wait.
There.
Thank you. Okay, I will resume my screen sharing.
Oh, I see. Wait.
Okay.
Hello.
Yeah, here's your topic. Imagine this. You were, can you see this?
Imagine, but
Sorry. Close. Imagine you were working on a tight deadline, but the drum kicked in. What would you choose? Ignore or handle?
okay.
The screen is yours.
Hello. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters. When I'm on a tight deadline, of course I will try my hard to handle the situation, but I will not. I won't push myself to handle it once I had enough. So sometimes I will just ignore for a moment, like I scroll social media or just replying my friend's chat, and then after some time I will get back to work. And I usually try to balance between ignoring and handling, because I just don't want to push myself to do something that I understand that I didn't have. I don't have the energy, so I will take a break and continue what I left off. I think that's from me.
Thank you, guest Tasha, for sharing. Yeah, I guess I cannot agree more on that. Usually I'm simply taking a deep breath just to make a pause. I know that deadlines everywhere, right? Okay. We can move on to the next speaker. It's Toastmaster Yala.
Sure.
Hello?
Hello.
Yeah. Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Clear. So here's your topic. Activities that make you feel like yourself again. So just mention one or some. The screen is yours, Toastmaster.
Hello, Toastmasters and guests. Well, sometimes in life, I do feel like I'm in a mood where I feel like I can do anything. I feel like uninspired. I know nothing to do. I even sometimes ignore all of my tasks and things that I should have done. Sometimes when you are avoiding problem, you might have the consequences. It's like a domino. It's like haunting you because you are avoiding problem. So what is actually the activity that make myself feel like I'm capable of doing things? Sometimes I might consider doing my favorite pastimes. I even think of creating new playlists on my Spotify account, or I also considering myself to have this kind of radio DJ kind of things, because when I was still a high school student, I was an apprenticeship as a radio DJ at 103.1 FM Aus Radio Bandung. So that's really make myself feel again. So the question is, can you make your activities to make the most out of yourself again? Back to the table topic, Master. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you for sharing. Awesome that we have a DJ here. To me, if I have to share my activity that somehow make me feel like myself again, it's Muay Thai, like this. You just swing it and give the elbow. Once I once tried it. Okay, next stop. Guest Ferdi.
Hello.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. I will resume the screen sharing. So here's your topic. Your low face equals roller coaster ride.
Okay. Okay,
The
I'm
screen
ready.
is yours.
Hello, everyone. Your low pace is your roller coaster ride as well. Yeah, I believe with that phrase because we are not always in the same spot in our circle of life. Me, myself, I already been in a lot of pace. I've been through so many ways, up and down. And sometimes when I'm in the low pace, I feel like I'm breaking down. I feel like nobody understands me. But at the same time, it is the perfect opportunity to prove that anyone that underestimates me, they are wrong. It's the perfect time to reflect our times, to reflect what I have done this whole time that brought me to the low pace. So in that time, I learned that we can learn from our past, we can learn from our mistakes, even in your lowest pace. Whenever you are in your bad condition, I think that's the perfect time to rest also. So don't push too hard for yourself. sometimes we need to take a break. So in your lowest phase, you can give the universe time to absorb the energy. So whenever you come back and rise again, you will be in the very energetic condition. So whenever you're on the roll, whenever you are on your low pace, you are ready to your up pace in your roller coaster ride. That's from me. Back to you, Toastmaster Dwi.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ferdi. It reminds me of a quote saying that if you feel like if you are in a dark place, you don't think that you are buried there. You just there because once you want, you will bloom. Beautiful, right? I just want to ask Toastmaster Melanie, can we have 2 more speakers?
You have 3 minutes.
Okay, so it's 1 or 2.
It depends on you. 2 minutes. I have 3 minutes. Now 2 minutes.
Okay. Next stop. Who's here? Yes, Rachel.
Me?
Yes.
Hi. Okay.
Hello.
I'm nervous.
Okay, this is your topic.
Special little from my pastime. My special talent differs from my pastime. Blah 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 blah.
The screen is yours.
Okay. What is my talent? Oh, anyway. Can I see the screen again? Wait. The screen. Can I see the screen? I cannot see. Okay. Okay, all right. Do you think that your pastime and your hobby could go together? Anyway, I think they goes together because you have your talent as well. It is your pastime. I believe that everyone has talent. Everybody has their own skills and have their own uniqueness. Like me, I love, honestly, I don't know what is my skill, but I love eating. So because of that, I started to explore more with my hobbies. Like I went to different restaurants. I went to different places and cafes to discover this kind of place. And with that hobbies, I decided to make a blog. So with my hobby, it became my pastime. And yeah, from that from that hobby, it became my passion to share my knowledge and wisdom about eating. Yes. And I hope you would also find your talent, or you would one day you would be able to find your skills and talent, and that would become your pastime as well. Thank you very much for listening.
Thank you also for sharing. Yeah, perhaps the talent is just undiscovered, right? So just discover, explore. So unfortunately, that's our last speaker. So to sum up this session, I just want to remind you all that these are the curve within ourselves. It's S-curve. So whenever you are in your low phase, remember that you will have the plateau and you will have to prepare some disruptions to make sure that you keep growing. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Toastmaster Dewey. It was a tough table topic session, I would say, but it was interesting. It made us think what to say. So can I have the timer reports to see who eligible for the voting?
All right, the eligible is are Shauki, Toastmaster Shauki, Toastmaster Yala, Guest Ferdi, and Toastmaster Rasha.
Oh, right. So not everyone are eligible. Okay, perhaps you can share to our ballot counter so Toastmaster Nafla can share the link later on. And so, shall we continue? Yeah, I was saying that since Toastmaster Bonnie has a podcast, and also I think Toastmaster Rachel has a blog, maybe you can also share with us so we can follow you and find out more about you and your podcast or your blog. That is such an interesting hobby. I myself never made it to create a podcast. It's always an excuse to start. Now, we have come to the third session, our final session. Okay, I think the link for voting is there. So everyone, please vote for your best prepared speaker and also for the table topic speaker from the link given on the chat box. So continue. We will have the evaluation session. This is the session which is the most important session for all the Toastmaster, because in this session we will get the feedback on what we have done good and what we can improve in the future. So to lead this session, let me welcome Toastmaster Melanie.
Hello everyone. Welcome back to me. So welcome to evaluation session. There are two parts of this evaluation. The first part is the speech evaluations, then followed by the general evaluation by my team. So without further ado, let us proceed with the speech evaluation. The first speaker was Toastmaster Galvin. He will be evaluated by Toastmaster Arcita, who will be delivering his evaluation project. So let us welcome her evaluator, Toastmaster Yala, to introduce her project. Toastmaster Yala.
All right, as part of the journey, Toastmaster Archita will deliver her evaluator on Toastmaster Galvin. And the purpose of this evaluation is to make sure that she develops her skill on delivering and receiving feedback. So without further ado, I would like to welcome Toastmaster Archita to give the evaluation for Toastmaster Galvin's speech. Thank you.
Thank you, TM Yala. So, TM Galvin. Wow, you truly are living the motto of SCBD, to prove me wrong, to prove us wrong. Because when I hear about you going to evaluate about a report, I only expect to be just a report. But you prove me wrong by 100%. Clearly, we have a passionate math guy, not only math teacher in here, that we can trust with his finance expertise. Well, this is not just a report. This is a story. You clearly show a meticulous presentation. You give us an art of curiosity. When you show the 99.78% and 0.22%, it gives us a way of thinking. What is this math? Because math can give us so much hardship. And you not only reported, but you told a valuable story. When you give the presentation, you take us to a storyline. It's a really storyline when you first set up to be the president, and you have the struggle to meet a committee to ask for a committee which one uh, who will help you. And you know what, I do agree that making an event a successful event will not be successful without a teamwork, without a team to support you. And you give a great message as well, where when you said that, well, we have our way on procrastinating. Procrastinating is not just a problem for you, but for me and for maybe everyone has their a way of procrastination. And I do believe that your report resonates us, especially about the Murphy's of law. When I working at a hospital, Murphy's law is everything. And really, you really resonate the story with us and daily life struggle. But we all have a room for improvement. Maybe I can suggest for you to take your time on maybe improve your vocal variety, but maybe on giving a panic voice. I don't know, maybe you have a panic voice, Galvin, because you have a very calm and soothing voice. I don't know, you have a panic voice, but when you told the story that you are panicking about searching for the judges and etc., maybe you can give us your panic voice, etc. And maybe take your time to use small gestures and relax in delivering your report, to not to be hasty. But overall, you put your heart to this report. Everyone know as well. You and your team did an amazing job in making this contest. And through you and your report and through your heart and your team hardworking projects, it can empower others as well. So in the end of my evaluation, maybe I want to state your powerful message that to utilize the available time on your site so you can enjoy the short and yet defining moment, that 0.22%. So thank you so much, and back to you, GE.
Thank you, Toastmaster Arcita. So let us now proceed to our second evaluator. She will be evaluating Toastmaster Andhyka's speech earlier. So let us all welcome Toastmaster Dendya.
Thank you, Madam GE. You can do anything as long as you have the passion, the drive, the focus, and the support. That is a quote by Sabrina Bryan. I think that quote can pretty much sum up the topic that was delivered by Toastmaster Andhyka earlier. It was indeed a great tips that you shared in your speech, and I am now thinking whether or not I am in the right path. But surely I will try your tips. What I really love about your speech are, of course, your delivery. You have a great, strong and opening quotes, a strong one to grab the audience attention. You use enough vocal variety to make your speech more convincing. And you even recap all the tips at the end of your speech. And at the moment you enter the question and answer session, you accommodate the audience question nicely. You certainly have the knowledge about this career topic. I can see from the answer you have given to all of them. The most interesting part and what I love the most is when you ask the audience, does that answer your question? It was like ensuring that the audience get their satisfaction by your answer. It was really good and also motivating. Now, apart from the things I love about your speech, I also noted down some points that you may consider on your next project. So number one, when delivering a Q&A session, you may want to ensure that the audience understand the technical part of this question and answers session, like when to ask the question, how to ask the question, and how many questions you will accommodate. So my suggestion to you would be to mention in the beginning whether or not they can type their question on the chat box. If yes, then when you will be answering them during the speech or after the speech, and how many questions will you accommodate later on. And also when the time is up, I would suggest that you encourage the audience to still give their question to you by sending in your private chat or sending through your WhatsApp if they know. So then it could give more impact to your connection with the audience, because I noticed some of the audience did not have time to deliver their question to you. So perhaps you want to encourage them to send their question privately to you. So to sum up, it was a great Q&A session that I have ever witnessed in Toastmaster. Congratulations for completing your level 4, and you may want to keep up the things that you have done well, and also you can perhaps consider the tips, the points that I have mentioned earlier on the technical part to improve on your next speech. So I hope my evaluation could give additional value to your Toastmaster journey. Back to GE.
Thank you, Toastmaster Dantia. That is loaded evaluation. What I love about your evaluation is it's a great example of evaluation. First, you sum up it with a quotation that you were able to relate that the speech of Toastmaster Andhyka, and also as you give examples of the areas of improvement to Toastmaster Andhyka, I see that you were actually listening to his speech earlier. Great job, Toastmaster Dendya. So let us now proceed to our next evaluator. Our next evaluator will be evaluating Toastmasters Garda's speech. Let us all welcome Toastmaster Bon. Toastmaster Bon.
Thank you, Madam General Evaluator. I am really captivated and captured by the enthusiasm as well as the vocal variety of Toastmaster Garda. The pathway was made so interesting by his speech that it was as if I am on my pastime. It's like I am just enjoying a show. And congratulations to Toastmaster Garda. There's so many good points, so many takeaway points, good points that I can narrate to you. But I'm just going to take two good points that you have done. And there's not many wrong points or low points that you have touched on, but I still was scrounging all over the place and looking for two, and I would eventually give you a last minute challenge at the end of my evaluation. First thing that you have excel on is that you have great vocal variety. You were standing up, your hand gesture was all over the place, and you had really me captivated as if I am really in this roller coaster ride with you. Your hands were on your hips when you showed the tired expression. You had great hand gesture. You also was looking at the camera intently, and you were at the camera eye level. The second thing is that you have a great way by illustrating your pathway in a storyline. Two things that you might want to work on. First thing, I know this is difficult, get the audience involved maybe by asking them specifically the people in the audience question. The second thing is you started off your speech with with a quotation. You might give it a bang by ending it with a quotation as well. And lastly, I would like to challenge you with this. I know you already had so many good things. There's nothing much that I can give you for room for improvements, but perhaps you could consider making use of maybe one slide or two slides, and this would make your speech presentation credible. It makes it strong and it makes you very credible. The doctor that you are, the slide would make your presentation credible. Over to you, Madam General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Boyne. It is good to hear a new perspective from a fellow Toastmaster from another club. I love the way you deliver your evaluation. It was full of energy, the intonation. I hear that vocal variety in delivering your speech today. And also, you also showed us that it's still a speech performance because of the hand gestures that we can see, and you are actually away from your camera. I hope that the other speakers would do the same thing. Thank you, Toastmaster Boy. So now, let us welcome our fourth evaluator, who will be evaluating Toastmaster Arcita's evaluation earlier. So let us all welcome Toastmaster Yala.
All right, thank you so much, Toastmaster Melanie. First of all, I would like to say congratulations for Toastmaster Arcita for delivering the evaluation for Toastmasters Galvin's project. What I can note and highlight from your evaluation is you are giving an example. I mean, from the start, you are making sure that you deliver the constructive feedback for Toastmasters Galvin's speech by starting out with the start of his project management, in which he prepared for the contest for this club. And I think you highlight it all by mentioning several key message and key points that, be generally speaking, it is really good because it is a sign that you are paying attention to the speaker's speech. And also, I would like to highlight that you are also highlighting the number in which, as an audience, sometimes we might not understand about the certain topics, such as the number, and in which, in this case, you also clearly say that you can give some room of improvement for the speaker. Also, what I could highlight is you have a very detailed on each section before you give the room of improvement for the speaker's speech. And from my point of view, it is really good since you first highlighting the speaker's the good things about his speech, and then you started out with the room of improvement for highlighting the vocal variety of Toastmaster Galvin. So it is really good. Sometimes we also need to hand in hand to learn more about that. And what I also feel good about your evaluation is you put some certain of eye contact towards the people. However, there are also things that we can also improve. Sometimes in this virtual meeting, we have the tendency of maybe having not the chance to make any gestures. And I think it could be really good and even better if you could also can have some gestures towards the audience. But all in all, you have been giving a fantastic job. And again, looking forward for your another project in which after this, after giving the feedback, you will be delivering another project, another speech for the next meeting. So looking forward to it. Thank you so much. And back to Toastmaster Melanie. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Layala. What I love about your speech is the way you deliver, also deliver your evaluation. Your eyes are actually good in the camera, which I cannot do while I'm doing the evaluation because I'm reading my notes. And I also love the way you encourage our evaluator. And I hope that there will be more SCBD members or other fellow Toastmasters who will be taking the role of evaluator. Thank you. So there it is. So let us call now our timer. Are all the evaluators eligible to be voted?
All right. All the evaluators are eligible.
Okay, so thank you, Toastmaster Raki. Toastmaster Nakla, can you please share us the link so that they can cast their ballots?
Okay.
So while waiting for that link, let's proceed to the general evaluation. So I will be calling the member of the general evaluations team. So let us start with our WOD counter, Toastmaster TS. Master TS, the screen is yours.
Yes, thank you. In general, every speaker delivered their speeches very well. And here are some notes. I will share my screen. Can you see my screen now?
Yes, Toastmaster TS.
Yes, so here are some notes for the filler words and words of the day for your reference. So for the prepared speakers, Toastmaster Galvin and Toastmaster Andhyka mentioned the words of the day, and these are the filler words and the repeated words. And then for the topic speakers, Toastmaster Rachel mentioned the words of the day, and these are the filler words, long pauses, and repeated words. And then for the role takers and evaluators, Toastmaster Dentia, Toastmaster Pon, Toastmaster Dewey, and Toastmaster Melanie mentioned the words of the day, and these are the filler words and the repeated words. That's all. I hope I didn't count all the points. Thank you. Back to you, Madam GE.
Thank you, Toastmaster TS. That's a very detailed report. Thank you also for sharing with us as the visual presentation so that we can see the summary of the asks that we have. So to help you in the future, and I think everyone else, I hope that you can also give us a tip on how to avoid the and how we can actually use the word of the day as much as we can. But thank you, Toastmaster TS. Let us now go to our grammarian, Toastmaster Uyun. Are you ready?
Yep, thank you very much. Sorry, I need to turn off my video. Is
Okay.
my screen visible?
Yes, Toastmaster Uyun.
All right. Yes, so thank you very much for all of your great speeches today. Actually, yeah, today I did not really have to note many grammatical errors, but here I have very, very minor things to fix. The first is missing to be. So instead of I've been, it should be I have been. You going to, it should be you are going to. I working, it should be I am working. So this missing to be can be corrected when we are more mindful to what we are saying. But don't be discouraged. I think it will improve well if you practice a lot. Yeah, I need to practice a lot as well. And then, yeah, these are this is a topic that are usually discussed in English forums. Is or are. For example, what I like is 1, 2, 3, like you list things. And then, oh wait, my voice is robotic. Yeah. No?
No.
Oh, all right. Yeah. So which one is correct? What I like is 1, 2, 3, or what I like are 1, 2, 3.
R.
Yes.
Yes.
Is, I think, yeah, like
Is.
from many English forums that I look for this, the answer is. Why? Because what I like here, what here is regarded as singular. What here is meant as a singular, like you can replace it as thing. So thing I like is 1, 2, or 3. But I guess it's still debatable. Maybe if you find another answers or another reasons, yeah, please let us know. Thank you. And then these are the beautiful quotes that I heard today. First is from Toastmaster Galvin. Utilize the available long time on your side so you can enjoy the short yet defining moment. I guess, yeah, Toastmaster Archita also quoted this. This one is very wonderful. Thank you, Toastmaster Galvin. And then from, yeah, it's a little bit of quiz wait, it's not working. Yeah, this one is a little quiz to brush up what Toastmaster Andhyka as our career coach today said. So some of ingredients to advance our career. we have passion, required skill, current skill, and then TS. What is
Transferable
this?
skills.
Correct. Thank
Technical.
you. It's transferable skill, meaning that it is a skill that you can transfer regardless the industry or the workplace. CV and interview, and then the last one, S and G. What is it?
Skill group, I guess.
Skill gap.
Skill gap. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
skill gap. When you are moving to a new place, then you have to fill in this skill gap. Thank you very much, Toastmaster Andhyka. Super sekali. And then we have Toastmaster Garda. Congratulations for completing your path. So he said, with the capacity of Toastmasters, my flaws are turned to be my strengths, which made me who I am today. I hope it resonates to other members as well. Hope Toastmasters can be your home to turn you a better version of your life. Thank you very much. Back to you, GE Melanie.
Thank you, Toastmaster Grammarian, Toastmaster Uyun. I saw my face being spotlighted. So being a grammarian is challenging, especially when everyone speaks English that well. And what I love about Toastmaster Uyun's report, even though we cannot see her, she was able to deliver a very creative way of delivering the report, the grammarian's report. She was able to engage to her audience by asking questions and having that creative quiz. Thank you, Toastmaster Uyun. So let us now proceed to the general evaluation. First, I apologize if I speak so fast. That's my skill. So sorry. So anyway, we started on time at 7 p.m. and we are very consistent in starting on time. So good job, SCBD Toastmasters Club. Our president, Galvin, has mastered sharing what Toastmasters is and what can we benefit from it. Maybe for the areas of improvement, you may want to consider calling the attention of those guests, because actually telling about the history or telling about the pathways in Toastmasters is actually for them, so that they can hear and listen to what you are sharing. But well done, Toastmaster Galvin. Next is salute to all the SCBD Toastmaster members who are here to make the meeting superb, especially for those who are trying to spotlight, rename names, welcoming the guests privately, muting the microphones of those who are not and who are just entering the room, and even sharing the agenda in the chat room. You know who you are awesome. And okay, do you agree that we have a good set of speakers tonight? Show me thumbs up if you agree. Yes, thank you. Thank you for your participation. They are very insightful and show how they progress in Toastmasters. And you see, it's not only the girls who are talkative, but we have the gentleman with with very insightful, very meaningful speeches today. Well done, fellow Toastmasters. And we actually have maximum of 31 participants today. Congratulations. So where are we going now? Let's start. Okay, for my role takers, I already shared my evaluation for the evaluators. I also shared my evaluation for the AWOT counter and the grammarian. For our new member in SCBD Toastmasters Club, Toastmaster Raki, well done on your first role or your debut role in SCBD Toastmasters Club. Thank you. Even though there was a little technical issue because of the background that we cannot see, maybe it's your connection or our connection, you were able to adapt to the changes that you were able to give us the signals in the chat. We were actually worried, but you were able to ace it. Thank you, Toastmaster Raki, and looking forward for your next speech or your next roles in our club. And for our TTM today, sorry. Thank you, Toastmaster Dewey. You led our table topic session. You were able to top both the Toastmasters and the guest. If I counted it right, we had 5. Was that 5? 5? You don't know, 4, 5. We have Shauki, Yala, Ferdy, Tasha, Rachel, right? So there, and some of them are actually guests. And thank you for tapping them, because some of them are really scared of talking to a bunch of people here. Maybe for for the area of improvement, let us also see the other members here because some of the visitors are also eyeing to join the table topics. But you were able to adjust also with the time because I know we only have like 20 minutes, right? And we are actually late now. It's already 9:01. So the TOM, let's go now to our Toastmaster of the meeting. The TOM sets the mood of the meeting. Having Toastmaster Dantia as our TOM is amazing since she knows how to engage to her audience. She also prepared slides and good introduction of speakers. She also took two roles today, a TOM and evaluator. And it was a smooth flow of thoughts and exchange of ideas, not scripted like this one, but yeah. So I love it, Toastmaster Dantia. I believe that our guests and other fellow Toastmasters visiting Toastmasters love the meeting today. And the thing that we just have to improve is the time. It's already 9:02, everyone. So I hope that you can still wait for the winners to be announced. Okay, so let us all welcome now our ballot counter, Toastmaster Napla, to announce the winners or our most favorite speakers for tonight. Toastmaster Napla.
Okay, thank you. So happy morning, everyone. I know you've been waiting for this Hall of Fame session. So get ready.
Drum
My
roll.
screen are visible.
Yes, it's visible.
Okay, so drum roll for the best prepared speaker is Toastmaster Andhyka. Yay! Where are you, Toastmaster?
Thank you.
Okay, congratulations. And next we have for the best table topic speaker. Please drum roll. It goes to soon to be Toastmaster Ferdi. So where is Toastmaster Ferdi? Soon to be Toastmaster Ferdi.
Thank you.
Okay. Last but not least, last but not least, for the best evaluator, drum roll. There's no drum roll. Okay. Ta-da! Toastmaster Yala. Where are you, Toastmaster Yala? Are you there? I think Toastmaster Yala is not here. Okay, congratulations, Toastmaster Layala. And last but not least, if you have any questions regarding to membership of SCBD, please contact our PPM, Toastmaster Almira, and here's the number. Or maybe just follow our Instagram at SCBD Toastmaster. Thank you. Back to GE.
Thank you, Toastmaster Napla. I appreciate you for taking the role. It's very impromptu. And thank you for being creative also with your presentation tonight. So without further ado, I think I need to give back the control to our president, Toastmaster Galvin. Toastmaster Galvin.
Thank you, Toastmaster Melanie. And also thank you for the Toastmaster of the meeting, Toastmaster Dantia, for bringing us through this lovely meeting tonight. It was such a great meeting about our hobbies and about our pastime here in SCBD Toastmasters. Of course, it's such a lovely meeting. And before I close the meeting, I would like to ask for some opinion from our first-time participants. Okay, so the first one is that I would like to call Toastmaster Bonaventure. Hi, Toastmaster Boni.
Thank you, President.
Yes.
I enjoyed the meeting very much. I think it was very lively. The very minute I logged in, somebody was already there welcoming me. So I think that one it made me very much at home. The other thing is that it was a very lively presentation or speech, especially the evaluation side. And the general evaluation also, I think, is very captivating. I like it because you are more friendly. You are not too much like this is wrong, this is not good. You are more like, yeah, it was very friendly, and I like it a lot. And I would like to visit your next meeting again. Thank you. Back to you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Toastmaster Bonaventure. And of course, we would like to visit your club's meeting as well from Labuan. Yeah, from Labuan. What is the name of the club, Toastmaster Bonaventure? If I may know.
It's Labuan Toastmasters Club.
Labuan Toastmasters Club. Okay,
what I will do is I will share the link with either Toastmaster Garda, or I think most likely with Toastmaster Garda.
I see. Okay. Thank you, Toastmaster Bonaventure, for coming to our meeting and also for becoming an evaluator. It was also a great evaluation speech from you, Toastmaster Bonaventure. Okay. I also would like to ask for one of the first time guests here. I would like to ask Awal. Hi, Awal.
Hi, President Galvin. Thank you. I would like to thank for TM Dentia who inviting me yesterday to join SCBD Toastmaster Club, and I take many takes away today, especially from speaker 2, TM Aditya, right? Oh, Andhyka, sorry. Oh yeah. The speaker give me many takeaway, especially about career development, and we don't need to scare or panicking if we not in the right pathway right now, because we always have a time for choosing the right pathway or the right career. So thank you very much, and I'm glad that to joining this meeting today. Thank you.
Sure, of course. Well, I think you also joined Jakarta Lions Toastmasters meeting yesterday, and also you joined again here at SCBD Toastmasters. So
yes.
So do you enjoy Toastmasters meetings? Yeah, I believe. And would you like to join maybe the table topic session for the next meeting?
Yes, sure. I would like to try.
Sure. Thank you, Awal. We are looking forward to meeting you here in SCBD Toastmasters meeting again. And yeah, I also would like to invite some of the visiting Toastmasters who would like to invite us to your meetings. Sure, Toastmaster Hanif.
Hello, SCBD Toastmaster Club. First of all, thank you very much for the lively meeting. I really love the young energy here. So actually, I have a ranger for today, which is Toastmaster Fikwi as our SAA, and she will announce our meeting to you. Over to you, Toastmaster Fikwi.
Thank you, Toastmaster Hanif. So everyone, I'm Fikwi. I'm from Universitas Indonesia Toastmaster Club. So I would like to invite you all to our special Edu Speech Pathway 1.101. It's the special meeting we are held in this February month. So we have a speaker, Toastmaster Amelia Febriani, Area Director G2. So I would like to invite you all to coming, and also we have I forgot the speakers from this SCBD Toastmaster who would like to share the delivering this prepared speech. It is Toastmaster Garda, so I will invite you to giving some support to Toastmaster Garda to come to in our club. So yeah, don't forget to join. I also have put the link on the chat. So that's for me.
Yeah, I know, because SCBD is a supportive club, right? Thank you, guys. Over to you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Toastmaster Hanif and Toastmaster Fikwi, for inviting us to Universitas Indonesia Toastmasters Club, which will be held tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Yeah, if I recall correctly.
Galvin, you're muted.
Yes.
Oh, I was muted. Sorry. So, thank you, Toastmaster Hanif and Toastmaster Vicky, for inviting us to SCBD Toastmasters, to UI Toastmasters meeting, which will be held tomorrow, I believe, at 10 a.m. Yeah. And if you would like to know more about the pathway, and if you would like to hear Toastmaster Garda to deliver his speech again, then please do come to UI Toastmasters meeting tomorrow morning. Thank you, Toastmaster Hanif and Toastmaster Vicky. Is there any other visiting Toastmaster who would like to invite us?
Earlier, Toastmaster Miftah would like to share.
Sure, Toastmaster Miftah.
Okay, thank you, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Thank you very much, Toastmaster Garda. I will share my 2 home clubs. I really love these clubs. So the first one is Maranatha Toastmasters Club, and always conduct every Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. And if you want to have more information, you can also follow our Instagram, maranatha.toastmasters. And the second club, which I love the most, is Bandung Bahasa Toastmasters Club. If you want, jika kamu ingin meningkatkan ejaan yang disempurnakan dalam bahasa Indonesiamu, tolong kunjungi Bandung Bahasa Toastmasters Club. Klub bahasa pertama yang ada di divisi B. Jadi jangan lupa BDG Bahasa. That's all from me. Thank you. Back to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Miftah. So, all of us are invited to Maranatha's meeting, Maranatha Toastmasters Club meeting, which will be held every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Jakarta time. Dan juga kalau misalkan kita mau datang ke dan juga kalau misalkan kita mau belajar pidato bahasa Indonesia, silakan datang ke Bandung Bahasa Toastmasters Club meeting. Okay. I don't know what's the okay, rapat Bandung Bahasa Toastmasters Club. So that's the correct term for Bandung Bahasa. Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Miftah. And is there any other visiting Toastmaster who would like to invite us? No? Okay. If there's none, then I can close the meeting and with the sound of this clap. Can you hear it? Okay, that's the sound. And happy weekend, everyone.
Happy weekend. Thank you for coming.